we're heading to our first stop of the Whitehorse Copper Belt field trip, which is the Discovery Claim. Here we are. We're at what we call the Discovery Claim of the Whitehorse Copper Belt. The Whitehorse Copper Belt was discovered in 1897. What else was happening in 1897?
Gold rush.
Gold rush. Thank you very much. Okay, they discovered gold in the Klondike. Thousands of people came from all over the place. Canada, United States, even Europe, all the way to the Klondike. In fact, Dawson City was the biggest city north of San Francisco at that time. Unbelievable. Okay, thousands of people, they're on their way. They're going up the land. They do the Chilkoot Trail. They get to Bennett. They go through Miles Canyon and the Whitehorse Rapids, and their little matchstick rafts blow up into smithereens. They got to restock, get back on their raft, and make it all the way to Dawson. 1897, a fellow named John McIntyre. He was a prospector. He was actually on his way to the Klondike with those droves, and along with a buddy of his named William Granger. And they're like, oh man, John? Yeah, Will? I don't know about going all the way to Dawson. That seems like an awful lot of work. And all the claims have already been staked. If there's so much gold in the Klondike, surely there's gold here. And it was McIntyre that started poking around and found copper right here. And he put the stake in the ground. It's called the Discovery Claim, and he called it the Copper King. And by 1899, all of the known copper mines, occurrences, and deposits had already been discovered. And there's around 35 of them. So we're looking at the first phase of mining, which started around 1898, right up until about 1920, when everything kind of shut down. It was very, very quiet. And the reason for that is because it was post-World War I, copper prices dropped, and it became uneconomic for them to mine. And then there was a resurgence in the late 1960s with copper prices going up and the advent of technology. So now we had things like geophysical surveys. We could actually get pictures or images of the subsurface. We could drill. We had heavy equipment. So we had a resurgence of copper mining of the Whitehorse Copper Belt in the late 1960s. I'm going to go over that a little bit later.